Hello, friends! Welcome back for another week of Inktober. This week has been tough, but fortunately, we are almost done with the challenge, so I'll hang in there a little longer. I'm not quitting now with so little left to go. So let's get started. On day 22, the prompt was Lotus. This flower symbolizes beauty, purity, honesty, and enlightenment. Qualities that fit a queen perfectly. Since Lotus is native of Asia, I decided to use an Asian model as a reference. And I have to say I'm really happy with the final result. I decided to give her a Chinese inspired headpiece instead of a classic elven crown, as I wanted her to have a regal, elaborate yet elegant look. Honestly, I also just really wanted to draw one of those headpieces, because all the dangly parts look like a lot of fun to draw. And they were. So, as I mentioned, she is the queen of the elves and the mother of Wisteria. If you remember characters from past videos, she is also connected to Crocus and Begonia. I love Queen Lotus' design because it conveys a sense of importance through its simplicity. This might be my favorite drawing of the week. Day 23. The prompt was jasmine, finally a flower native of Middle East, which let me vary my portraits a bit. This flower symbolizes love and happiness. I took the chance to use a Middle Eastern model as a reference to draw some beautiful bold jewelry. I didn't worry about matching this elf with the others since she's an ambassador from another distant elven kingdom. I'm really pleased with how her headpiece turned out, which, if my sources are correct, should be called a mang tikka. I tried to incorporate a jasmine flower made of gemstone in it, and I'm quite happy with the result. I used my latest Pit Artist pen to give her skin some color, and I liked that effect so much that I used it to color the skin of other elves with different ethnicities. Day 24. The prompt was fox. This animal symbolizes cleverness, cunning, and caution. I didn't have many ideas for what type of druid he could be, but I found a reference photo of a guy whose face fit the prompt perfectly. As I was drawing, I thought this elf could be a sort of inventor or that he might use his animal qualities for knowledge. I decided to modify his hairstyle, giving him a ponytail to hint at a foxtail. Like I said, I didn't have many ideas here, and I think this is exactly when I started losing motivation for this challenge. I also realized I was relying more on reference than on my imagination at this point. But overall, I'm satisfied with this portrait and I really like his expression. Day 25. The prompt was bamboo. This plant symbolizes prosperity and loyalty in relationships. I followed my intuition for this portrait, since the initial sketch I made was also the final version you're seeing. I found a reference that perfectly aligned with my initial idea, so this portrait was easier to execute. This elf is part of the elven military forces and is married to Hydrangia, with whom he has a child who you already met, Red Panda. Bamboo seemed like a fitting plant for an elf who's a loving parent and partner, and he's managed to provide a comfortable life for his family by becoming friends with Wolf, the military leader, securing a place at court for himself and his family. Day 26th. The prompt was bat. This animal has contrasting symbolism depending on the culture. In China, it's associated with good luck, while in Europe, it's linked to cows and death. I didn't want to make a negative character for this prompt because I think bats are a bit misunderstood. After all, Pinterest is full of pictures of cute little bats cuddling people's hands. So I decided that this elf is still a student at Owl's school. His mutations are focused on his ears because I chose a bat species with large ears and visible veins, which I found really interesting, and so I recreated them in this portrait. This elf is paler than the others because he prefers to stay inside. He's more active at night and often naps during the day, resulting in trouble. I'm really happy with how he turned out. Maybe it's the prompt, but he has a Tim Burton like vibe, which I love. Day 27. The prompt was rose. The symbolism of this flower varies depending on the color. I choose orange, which represent enthusiasm and charm. Since roses are found worldwide, I wanted to use a photo of a black woman as a reference so I could create an art style resembling a rose with braids. This elf has an outgoing personality and is always cheerful. She is one of the Queen's lady in waiting, and they're very close friends. The Queen really appreciates her company because she always lifts her spirit on difficult days. Her hair was really fun to draw, and I love how the rose shaped bun turned out, even though rendering it was a bit tricky since I was worried it might look too dark. Overall, I'm quite happy with how it came out. Well, friends, we are missing one portrait this time. I really struggled this week because on Friday I had planned to edit a big part of the video and draw another portrait, but I had an issue at work, got home super late, and my whole schedule got thrown off the window. The only way to still post today was to include one less portrait in this video, so I hope you don't mind. I think that's really all for this week, and I hope you enjoyed this video. even if it might have been a bit low energy. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and consider leaving a comment. And I hope to see you next week. Bye!